This is a video, WWE deal. WWE just agreed to a deal where Brock Lesnar will now fight exclusively in WWE and in UFC at the same time. He fight at some exclusive UFC events. He will do the Big Four in WWE, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and Royal Rumble. He will have a match. Same type of deal Bobby Lashley has with TNA Wrestling, where he has an exclusive deal to wrestle in TNA as well as MMA. Reason WWE had to secure this deal with UFC for Brock Lesnar because WWE really wants Ronda Rousey. And they did this deal to show good faith with UFC because they really want Ronda Rousey. So they gave up Brock Lesnar in this kind of a deal because they want to secure that kind of a deal with Ronda Rousey. WWE wants a deal with Ronda Rousey where she would be exclusive to UFC as well as WWE. She would wrestle 4 matches a year in WWE at the Big Four: Survivor Series, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and the Royal Rumble. Now, I don't know, it seemed like Dana White wasn't necessarily for it, but seeing as how WWE is showing this good faith, I mean, Dana White might change his mind, might secure the deal. Now, if such a deal takes place, you might see Ronda Rousey go one-on-one with Charlotte at Survivor Series this year. Now, this was to take place. Ronda, even though now I actually like Charlotte a whole lot. I mean, well, she's grown on me. I like her a whole lot now, but Ronda Rousey must be in WWE to the women's division what Brock Lesnar is to the rest of the WWE. She must be a destroyer to the women's division, the same as Brock Lesnar is. She must destroy every woman on the roster the way Brock Lesnar does. She must be the Brock Lesnar of the women's division. That's how she has to be built as. And if she faces Charlotte at Survivor Series, she must dominate Charlotte. She must destroy her. Now, then you move on to, say she has a match at Royal Rumble, which would be the next time she would have a match. She could face someone like they could bring Trish Stratus back for a one-time deal or something like that. She could face Trish Stratus at the Royal Rumble. Trish Stratus should give a really good showing, look really good in the match, but ultimately have Ronda Rousey to destroy her. Now, then that would lead to WrestleMania 33, where you could have Ronda Rousey to face Sasha Banks for the Women's Championship. And despite the fact that Sasha Banks is the greatest women's wrestler in wrestling today, a lot of people wouldn't like it. I don't think I really like it either. But from a business standpoint, it must happen. Ronda Rousey must destroy Sasha Banks. She must not let her breathe in the match at all. She must destroy her in the same way that Brock Lesnar destroyed John Cena when he beat him for the championship and didn't let Cena breathe at all, and dominated him the whole match until he eventually whipped him and took the title. And this is the same fashion Ronda Rousey must do to Sasha Banks. A lot of people wouldn't like it. No one wants to see Sasha be dominated that way, but it must take place. from a business standpoint, it must happen, which would have Ronda Rousey becoming women's champion at WrestleMania 33. Now, Sasha Banks would not get her rematch until the next pay-per-view in the four, which would be SummerSlam in August. So this whole time, Ronda Rousey will be champion. She wouldn't have another match until then. So she will be off screen. So this would leave Sasha Banks to have some good feuds to build herself back up after that loss, to prepare herself for the rematch against Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. So she will build herself up, having some pretty good feuds leading up. Some pretty good feuds in all the pay-per-views leading up until SummerSlam. And she whoop some top competition. Maybe she can have a match with Charlotte, whoop her. She can even have a rematch with Bayley, whoop her. She whoop Paige, whoop Becky Lynch. And then when Sasha Banks gets her rematch against Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam this time, she will dominate Ronda Rousey. She will whoop her in the same way that she did her, and she will get her second women's title reign. And Ronda Rousey will move on to a new feud. And that's exactly what needs to take place if they're going to do this right.